Hello, sports fans. I'm bringing you the match analysis for the derby between Everton versus Liverpool. The match finished a draw 1-1. Hardly surprising. I put that down as a draw in my accumulator. Um, Good game, entertaining game. First half more than the second half. But, I suppose both teams by the second half, they had settled for the draw. Liverpool took the lead. Uh, Everton were the team on top. Liverpool, to me, they took the lead against the run of play because, Everton were dominating. Mignolet made two, um, class saves, um, 5 minutes apart. And then within 10 minutes, Liverpool went up the other end, got a corner. Milner delivered. And um, Danny Ings was in the 6 yard box, unmarked, headed it home, scored a goal. Just before that corner, Ings was more or less, well, Sturridge was clean through. Ings had the ball and he just had to look up and pass the ball across the pitch to Sturridge, and Sturridge would have been 1-on-1 with the keeper. Um, One of Everton defenders blocked it and they went out for the corner, which Liverpool scored off anyway. So it was 1-0. And then within 5 minutes, in first half injury time, Everton went up the other end. A cross came in from Delefayu, who has been, he's been doing well. He's been delivering the balls into the box. End product has been well in the last couple of games. He hasn't been having to beat the man to deliver either. He's been just seeing the cross and delivering it into the danger area. And 9 times out of 10, Lukaku has been wrapping it up. Well, this time he delivered it in. Um, Emre Can messes up the clearance. It flicks up on off. I think Lukaku's shin or his knee or whatever, and then he just waits and just hits it into the net. Left-footed, I think it was. Nice goal, but poor defending. So that made it 1-1. They went into halftime level, and they came out in the second half, and to me, overall, Everton should have won the game. They had the more chances in the final third. They were the most threatening team. Lukaku, Barkley, Delafeu. They were solid at the back. Jagielka done well. They got a young left back, Galloway. He played well. Defended well. Good player he is. Um, they got Browning on the other side, another young player who also did well. To me, Liverpool just don't. They just not at it. They just don't look a team. Coutinho was basically out of the game. He did one or two passes, but he doesn't have the players around him that think the same way how he thinks. So when he makes 1-2 with someone, is basically making it with himself because the other guy that he was supposed to be doing the 1-2 with is not on his level. So he doesn't understand. Now Sturridge has come back. Once he gets back into it and the players around him trust him again and they know Sturridge is back, I can pass him the ball, then you're going to start seeing Coutinho really at his best because he has a player that he can work with and, make things happen with. Lucas played well. Milner tried to get forward as much as possible, but they just don't look a team to me. That's what I think. Everton were the best team in the game, and they should have really have won the game. Barkley, he's a threat. Lukaku, you know, when the guy starts adding age to his years, the guy is going to be a monster. He's already a monster. He's already so strong at the moment. You know, I'm just watching now. He's having an argument with Sacco. You know, there was a couple. Well, there was so far two encounters. There was one between Barkley and Emre Can, which was here and nothing. I think Emre Can was holding onto the ball when Barkley wanted to take a quick free kick or throw in. So they had a little tiff. And then now Looks like Lukaku is having a little tiff with Sacco, but it's all nonsense, really. You know, these players these days, they wait until somebody's coming to break it out before they start going berserk. Why don't they go berserk when they're head to head and nobody's around and get a red card? They're not really keen, are they? Um, yeah, so it ended 1-1, and since the final score, I heard Brendan Rodgers has been sacked. You know, which is not surprising for me. At the end of the day, everyone says, "Oh, he nearly won the league for Liverpool." Listen, Suarez nearly won the league for Liverpool. Gerrard nearly won the league for Liverpool. You know what I mean? Brendan Rodgers was just there. You know what I mean? He didn't rock the boat. He brought Sturridge into the team. Yeah, he brought Coutinho, and they played good co-star roles to Suarez. But Suarez was on another level, man. He was on another level. That's why he nearly won the league. And if the team was more stronger, the manager had built a stronger team around Suarez, they would have won the league, no problems. They would have won it. Why is this guy still playing Emre Can at right back? Why? How does that make sense? The guy is a natural midfield ball carrier, defensive midfielder. He can break the play and carry the ball forward. Why are you still playing him at the back? Is he a defender? I don't know. I don't think he is. But anyway, um, they've sacked him. I never wanted him at Liverpool anyway. Not that I'm a Liverpool fan, but I never wanted him to be in charge. I always thought, that the guy became successful off Roberto, funnily enough, off Roberto Martinez, because Roberto Martinez built an excellent team and an excellent philosophy of play at Swansea before he left. And every manager since he has left has done well at Swansea. And I always felt that was because of him. So Brendan Rodgers being at Swansea, he just continued what Roberto Martinez had left for the other managers to continue. Because if it's like a thing of, um, if it's not broke, why fix it? And every manager after Martinez that came, it wasn't broke, so they didn't fix it. So this guy, he built his success to me off Martinez. So when the Liverpool job came up, and I was thinking Martinez was the natural guy to go in there and do a wicked job. But in the end, the roles were reversed. They gave the Liverpool job to Brendan, and then they gave the Everton job to Martinez. You know, you look at it and you think, okay, maybe Martinez is Spanish, so if he does well at Liverpool, maybe Real Madrid, Barcelona might come in for him and he might go because he's Spanish, and that might be a dream move for him. But this guy has been in this country, in the UK, for many, many years now. I don't think that would have been a issue. I think he would have stayed, and I think he would have done a great job at Liverpool. Now they've sacked Brendan. I think the people that I have on my radar for that job are one, Ronald Koeman, great mentality, great manager. He's done wonders at Southampton when no one thought he would. Martinez obviously, and then Gary Monk. I think those are the three that I would like. Everyone's talking about Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, he done well at Borussia Dortmund, revolutionized. Listen, Borussia Dortmund were a good team. They have a good history. They've been in the Champions League before. Yeah, he's a good manager. Yeah, he took them to the Champions League, but they didn't win. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they look, that guy who will come to Liverpool, he won't improve nothing, and then his stock, his sell-on value will decrease, and nobody will be talking. They're only talking about him because they don't know him. That's why they're talking about him. It's like if Sergio Aguero was in Spain playing for Real Madrid, they'll think, oh, what a star! Oh, he needs to come to the Premier League. When he comes to the Premier League, they won't be raving about him like how they was raving about him before. You know what I mean? Just imagine how they rave about Messi now. Just imagine if he comes to the Premier League. They're not going to rave about him because he's in our face every day, like bread and butter. You know what I mean? It's not special no more because we see him every day. You know, I don't think they should give the job to Klopp, but they probably will. I think they should give it to Ronald Koeman. Gary Monk maybe has come a bit too early for him. Martinez is obviously at Everton, so it's going to be difficult for him to leave Everton and go across the city to Liverpool. So I think Ronald Koeman is the best guy for the job, not Klopp. No way. Not Carlo Ancelotti. Ronald Koeman. He can build a dynasty at Liverpool again. Thank you for listening.